Well, guys, I got something good for you here because it features an American net zero ponce getting completely owned when it comes to the lack of evidence relating to net zero, its costs, or indeed benefits.
But if it costs $50 trillion, as some of your colleagues have testified, to become carbon neutral by 2050, and I'm all for carbon neutrality, by the way, how much is that going to lower world temperatures? Or how much is that going to reduce the increase in world temperatures?
So every country around the world needs to get its act together. Our emissions are about 13% of global emissions.
Yeah, but if you could answer my question, if we spend $50 trillion to become carbon neutral in the United States of America by 2050, you're the Deputy Secretary of Energy. Give me your estimate of how much that is going to reduce world temperatures.
So first of all, it's a net cost. It's what benefits we're having from getting our act together and reducing all of those climate benefits. We're seeing.
Let me ask again. Maybe I'm not being clear. If we spent $50 trillion to become carbon neutral by 2050 in the United States of America, how much is that going to reduce world temperatures?
This is a global problem, so we need to reduce our emissions, and we need to do everything we can.
How much, if we do our part, is it going to reduce world temperatures?
So we're 13% of global emissions.
You don't know, do you? You don't know, do you?
You can do the math. We need to.
You don't know, do you, Mr. Secretary?
So we're 13% of global emissions.
If you know, why won't you tell me?
If we went to zero, that would be 13%.
You don't know, do you? You just want us to spend $50 trillion, and you don't have the slightest idea whether it's going to reduce world temperatures. Now, I'm all for carbon neutrality, but you're the Deputy Secretary of the Department of Energy, and you're advocating we spend trillions of dollars to seek carbon neutrality, and you can't, and this isn't your money or my money, it's taxpayer money, and you can't tell me how much it's going to lower world temperatures? Or you won't tell me? You know, but you won't?
In my heart of hearts, there is no way the world gets its act together on climate change unless the U.S. leads.
Tell me how much it's going to reduce. You can't tell me. Either that or you won't.
Well, if that don't tell you it's a con, I really don't know what will. That there is the Secretary for Energy pushing a net zero at the cost of trillions, despite not having a clue how much it will cost or how much it will reduce temperatures like they claim. That there is what I would call a car crash interview, or testimony should I say, because the only answer he has is that America must lead to get the world on board, which is obviously bollocks. America leading a drive to make people poorer will not get everyone on board because countries like Russia, China, Brazil and others will tell them to bloody jog on. Now, this is actually relevant to us here in the UK because America makes up 13% of global emissions while we only make up 1%. So we're going to spend trillions of pounds to go net zero despite it making no difference to temperatures, climate or anything else, well except our wallets of course. Now, personally I find it funny that people actually think the government spending more money and taxing you to do it will change the weather, but hey, they do. And actually then again, we have just lived through the pandemic and the clown show shit that went on during that, so maybe we should actually expect this. Either way though, it shows the climate con and its corrupt champions can't stand up to even basic scrutiny. You literally see him there having his arsehole pucker up tighter than a bloody snare drum.
Where